Now, this is an old strategy that I remember back when I was probably in middle school and high school. But what I have right now is mime, W summon, W item. Don't really need W item. It's just there because I want to master it. We have Knights of the Round, linked with HP Absorb, which will heal Cloud anytime he's low on HP. I then have Quadra Magic, Hades, these two. So this will summon Hades 4 times. And Ruby is susceptible to Paralyze. So this is a perfect sort of like sure way of getting him paralyzed, because Hades has that effect on a lot of enemies. He has a lot of status effects that he puts on him. And then I have HP plus just to max out his HP with that. So, so at this point, oh yeah, and then I also have Apocalypse with triple growth. I have a Mistyle just for just because defense and damage reduction, and a Ribbon because why not? It doesn't really matter. The Apocalypse will be the thing that basically anything in the Apocalypse will get mastered at that point because everything is tripled, and this dude gives quite a bit of AP. And so we go kaboom. Oh yeah. The other two characters are dead because he has an attack that leaves, basically, yeah. It kicks them out of the battle, and we don't want Cloud to get out of the battle. So that's why you kill off 2 members, so that he never uses that attack. It's like what the beta used to do, or the Midgar Zolan. And then, once this whole feature goes through, I then mime it. Okay. Sorry. He's gonna do this 2 more times. This battle is going to take a while. I didn't realize that actually attacked everything. Alright, one more time. And the interesting part is that with mine, it doesn't use MP. So I'll never run out of MP. That's the whole process with this battle. And Ruby Weapon has 800,000 HP. And now the final part. something I want to do. So I'm on average getting 6,000 to 7,000 HP. So 6 times 13. So this attack in a low amount does anywhere between 78,000, probably 80,000. This whole process. So I just wanted to kind of put this out there that, like I said, I had to speed up this section of the video because it took 9 parts, like 9 cycles of Hades and Knights of the Round. And Hades, because it's being summoned 4 times, just takes a while. And so what I will say, I think, is that this is probably one of the safest strategies for fighting Ruby. There is something to be said about using Dazers, and then you just spam W summon with Knights of the Round twice. But I think that leaves room for error, and it's more risky. You can definitely do it, but we're utilizing kind of an exploit in the game where Ruby's susceptible to paralyze. And so with Hades, kind of as we were saying at the beginning of the video, basically we have the ability to make it so he doesn't attack us. And if he does, it's minimal. It's maybe 1 or twice. And that's why we have HP Absorb attached to Knights of the Round, because as soon as we summon it, it heals us back to full. So that's kind of the whole process behind it. And then I did choose the specific weapons for it because I wanted to, at this point in the game, I did already have 2 mimes. So I didn't need a second one. And so I put on the one that wasn't leveled up at all so that I can then get another mime. So I'll have 3 for the next weapon. That's kind of the goal at this point. And that's kind of where I ended up with this fight. I wish the damage output for Ruby and Knights of the Round was a little bit higher, but unfortunately Cloud's only level like 80 something, and I didn't do a lot of grinding for source farming with the W item glitch, which many of you probably already know about. So I'm not exactly sure if it was doable, but who knows. But it worked. It worked. So I had Quadra Magic attached to Hades, I had HP Absorb attached to Knights of the Round, and then basically I had HP pluses to help mitigate, to kind of supplement the HP to give me max HP at that point. And one was mastered, and I think one had like 3 stars or something like that. So at this point, that's kind of where we're at. And then also I had Misteel. As you could see, kind of when I showed you the gear, I had Misteel, which gave me huge amounts of magic evade. Both ultimas that Ruby uses missed, which was a huge sort of advantage for the fight. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day, and we'll catch you later. Yeah. All right. So. Oh my gosh, this thing is ridiculous. Am I finally dead? Yep, I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Hello. So in this section, I'm going to speed it up again just because Knights of the Round is such a long summon. Emerald Weapon actually was kind of scary. So like I had similar setup to Ruby where I had, well, from Ruby I got a third Mime. I already had two before Ruby because I mastered Mime, and then so I leveled up another one through beating Ruby with Apocalypse as a triple growth AP weapon. And so I got 3. And so I had Mimes on each and every character. I had Knights of the Round, again, coupled with HP Absorb. And basically I had Yuffie use Big Guard at the very beginning of the fight so that I could get haste. I didn't care about mitigating the damage because honestly, after fighting it once and losing really badly, once you get past a certain point, Emerald becomes very aggressive. The attacks keep coming and coming and coming, and it just does not stop. There's very little room for error in this fight against Emerald. Sorry, but I will say, in my second attempt, so my first attempt, I was like, oh, about halfway through, I probably got Emerald down to about half HP. He's got 1,000,000, by the way. And all of a sudden, I was like, okay, I'm going to use Big Guard again. I couldn't. Well, as soon as I used Big Guard, it was over. Fight was over. Because Emerald started doing his sequence of attacks. So in the second clip here, I just said, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to go in with Knights of the Round and mime it the whole fight. Because I found out with Mime, Knights of the Round plus HP Absorb actually works. All my characters were able to restore their HP with Knights of the Round and HP Absorb. And then I had HP pluses on all the characters, and it worked. I was really excited about that. I know that like my heart was pounding because I know that at some point, if Emerald got any room for movement, I was done for. But luckily, I got really good RNG with some of the attacks and all of that, and so therefore I was able to basically beat him. So here you go. Very difficult. This is the 3rd cycle. So I am wondering if this is the end of him. Because Cloud's done it 3 times. His second summon should kill him. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Oh. In all the years I have played Final Fantasy VII, I have never beaten both Ruby and Emerald.